Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashlee and I am a homeschooling mom of 4, and I share a lot about our homeschooling journey and my journey as a homeschooling mom, as well as just being a mom in general here on my channel. Today's video is going to be my February goals video. If you guys watched my video for 2021 as far as what my intentions were, I shared with you guys that I was debating on doing a monthly video where I share my goals specifically for that month for no other reason than to motivate you guys to think about your goals for the month, as well as maybe keep myself a little more accountable with achieving some more specific intentional focuses in my life rather than just like an overall theme, which is kind of how I've reached goals, you know, years previously, is just like it's a heart attitude or a big intention. And so I kind of evaluate like overall in general versus like specific things. So you guys said, yes, please do a monthly goals video. So that is what I am here to do. I am going to be sharing my goals for the month of February because of course in January, my goal was to have goals for January. So you can check out that video. I will have it go across the screen right here. Today's video is brought to you in partnership with Built Bar. Built Bar is my absolute favorite protein bar. I've been sharing them with you guys in previous videos, but I wanted to get on here and share them again with you guys. This is maybe my second favorite flavor. This is the salted caramel Built Bar, and they are so good. So the calories on this one are 130 calories, 17 grams of protein, and 100% taste, made with 100% real chocolate and zero guilt. Totally satisfies the sweet tooth craving and will not ruin your day as far as eating goes. So you can have these with your coffee, you can have them as a snack, you can save them as a late night treat, whatever you need to do. But Built Bar is known for their taste and texture. Every single person who's ever tried them loves them. I've never heard a negative report back. So if you guys want to try Built Bar, you can check out my description box, because I know a lot of you are probably, you know, trying to stick to your fitness or your healthy eating goals, and Built Bar will totally help you get on that train or keep the train moving. So I'll have a link and a coupon code for you guys down in my description box where you can check out Built Bar for yourself. They have so many different flavors, 18 to be exact. 9 have nuts, 9 do not have nuts. So if you've got a nut situation, there's ways to get around that. And I already told you guys I love coconut almond, I love cookie dough, I love cookies and cream, salted caramel. Now I've given you like my top 4. So I'll have that link down in the description box for you guys to check them out. But now we are going to get into my goals for the month of February. Okay, so moving forward with doing these monthly goal videos, I am always going to relate them back to the video I made at the beginning of the year for what my intentions were. And in that video that I made in January of 2021, I broke them down into categories because that's just the way my brain works. It helps me. And so they were broken down into things like marital, relational, spiritual, and my homeschool and personal goals. So those categories are always going to be where my monthly goals are stemming from to help me reach those yearly goals. So I hope that makes sense. Now, I'm not going to give myself a goal for all 5 of those categories every single month. It's just what I feel I need to focus on that month, or what, you know, depending on, you know, times of the year. Like for example, through July and August, my homeschooling goals might kind of take a back seat to other things because that's when I'm off from schooling, and so, you know, I'm more focused on getting projects done and things like that. So my goals will always represent what I'm focused on for that month. And so we are going to get into February, but I wanted to share that with you guys. You know that I am a pen and paper girl, so I am recording my goals down in my Erin Condren planner. And for February 2021, the little quote right here says, "Do it with all your heart." And I can get on board with that quote. Now, at the beginning of every month, they have this like layout like this, which I love. And you can see I've recorded my goals, and I'm gonna do that every year or every month for this year so that I can look back on my planners and I can see, okay, I focused on those goals that month. Here's what I did. Here's what I missed, all of that good stuff. So this is like, I'm a pen and paper person, so I need to write it down to bring it into fruition. So my goals for February. The first goal I have is for my homeschool. We do a quarterly project presentation with our homeschooling friends. And if you follow on Instagram, you've seen me do this before. We've done like creating a habitat or a biome, a diorama out of a shoebox. We've done just presenting on any topic of choice. We've done an animal. And so we are getting ready to do a presentation on a president of the Kids' Choice. And so I just need to be focused on that for the presentation. So the presentation is at the end of February. So we're going to be taking, you know, a little time every day in our homeschool days to focus on that president, basically project that they're going to be doing. And I need to start, I need them to choose their president. So that's on the agenda for this week in homeschool first. And then we need to research, and then we need to create a visual aid. So we're going to be focused on that in homeschool. So that's my goal for February for my homeschool, is to make sure we've got the projects done, that they were able to have the time they needed to do them, and that they turn out well and the kids feel good about it. The next goal I have is for my marriage. I shared in my January video that this year I really wanted to make sure Jake and I got away alone together for even just a weekend. We're celebrating 15 years of being married this year. And I also shared in that video that we didn't take a trip alone until our youngest was, she was 4.5. And we did a trip that year, and then 2 years after that. So 3 years in a row, just a weekend away. And that was so good for our marriage. I can't even describe how good it was for our marriage. And then we've just gotten away from it these past few years. So Jake and I were having coffee sitting on the couch the other day, and I was like, what do you think about going? And I told him where I kind of wanted to go. And so he had never really heard of the place. So I showed him some things that I had found, and he was like, that looks awesome. Let's do it. So we just decided in that moment, like, we're making this happen. So we were like, how about this weekend? Then I said, okay, text your parents and see if they'll stay with the kids. And so we, you know, text and had those initial like, yeah, I think I can. But this month I want to firm that up. I want to book flights. I want to book cabin. I want to book people to stay with our kids and our dogs. And we are making that happen because, you know, it really is so good for your marriage to be able to spend undivided attention together, only the two of you, especially when you're parents and homeschooling parents who are always with their children. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but, you know, marriage needs that. And so we're using our 15-year anniversary as an excuse, but really we would be doing this anyway. So we decided to not wait and think about it and figure it out. We decided we're making that happen this year. And so I want to book things so that it is set in stone that we are going away, and I will be very excited to spend some time alone with my husband. So that is my second goal for February, because that's a two-part goal. It's got a little bit of a financial goal to it to be able to fund into that, and then also like the time and the planning of conversations and deciding things and booking things and all that stuff. So that is a goal of mine for February. And the last goal that I have for myself for the month of February is a personal goal. I relate my business and my work life to my personal side of my life. And so I shared with you guys in my January video that I need to do a better job at tracking expenses. I need to do a better job at tracking mileage when I'm filming stuff. I just really have this mental block, if I'm being completely honest, with treating what I do as like a real business, because I don't know, I just feel weird. And also like, I know that this job isn't gonna last forever. So every time I'm like, oh, I need to invest in this or I need to invest in that, I kind of talk myself out of it because I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll be doing this for so much longer. And that's just the reality of social media platforms. Like they just, you know, it just seems like in a blink things can change and, you know, you might not be there anymore. So anyway, all that to be said, me having that mindset about myself and what I do really just has not served us well in the tax area of when it comes time for taxes, which we're all thinking about taxes at this point of the year. And to be quite honest, I'm so incredibly organized in every other area of my life, but I really just drop the ball when it comes to keeping track of what I buy for work and just filming stuff, and even things down to like, you know, doing a certain kind of video where I buy something for the video that is tax deductible. And so I've done a really poor job at that, and we're going to pay because I did a poor job at that. And so I really need to get my life together in that area this year. And so my goal is to file our taxes for 2020. I actually, from when I'm filming this, am meeting with a CPA tomorrow. And yeah, that I had like, it's like embarrassing when you have to show a professional how unprofessional you've treated your profession, if that makes sense. He was like asking me things and I'm like, yeah, should have been writing that down, but I didn't. And he's like, why? And I'm like, oh, it's kind of deep. I don't know. Like, it's just, I just can't even vocalize it. So my goal for February is to file our taxes, or at least have everything like we know what it's going to be and it's going to get filed on this certain day and be good. And the other side of that is that it's January when I'm still filming this video. And so it's the new year. And so I need to come up with a system for myself to track business stuff better. And that's just it. I ordered a like notebook for business, small business off of Amazon, and I got it. And it doesn't have necessarily everything that I wanted it to have. And I don't do spreadsheets. I know someone's gonna suggest do it online, but I just like having like a paper thing. But I need to develop like a time in my schedule, like a block schedule, like a little 2-hour thing in my week, which is hard to find, where I'm like writing down money that's come in, money that's gone out, and I'm writing down miles I've driven if I was filming, and I'm writing down, you know, did I send any giveaways? Did I, you know, postage and things like that. So I need to develop a system for myself so that I can be better organized at tracking business things. So that way next year when tax time rolls around, I'm not in the same situation I'm in right now. And I'm, like I said, very organized by nature, very you know, I've never had an issue with this. So I know that it's because I don't know, I just feel weird and I have this like mental thing going on, and it's probably deeper than I even can get over, but I just feel like I minimize what I do here, and I don't really know why, but because I do that, I kind of treat it as like just this little side thing, but it's not really a side thing anymore. It's more of like a full-time thing, and I'm like struggling to say that I work full-time because I don't leave my house and I feel weird, and it's like, it's just all this stuff. But I need to be better organized, and that is the moral of the story. So the last goal of mine is I've got to file my taxes and I have to find a better system for myself. And I still haven't figured that out, but I need to make that a priority, and I have to do it because like I just have to. And so also going with that goal is when I meet with the CPA to do my taxes tomorrow, he's also going to go over the benefits of creating an LLC. And I never thought ever that I would need to have some type of, you know, business official thing but he says that I probably should do that, and so we'll see how that all pans out, because that'll be like a really big step. And it's honestly something that's been recommended to me several times and I haven't done it, and now I'm like kicking myself because I didn't do it. So I don't know, I always feel like, oh, this might be the last year I do social media for work, and then it's the next year and the next year and the next year and the next year. So I clearly have a lot of issues that I've just told you guys, but these are my goals for February. I hope you found them funny, informational, motivating, or you just realized that I have an issue that I need to probably see someone professional for. Either way, that's where I'm at for February. Those are my goals and focuses. I would love to know what your goals and focuses are for February. Like I said, every single month these will be different because a girl can only focus on so many things, and I cannot hit all of the categories in one month. But if you watch the monthly videos and you go back to the January video, you will see that they all kind of go back to those points. So these are like little bite-sized pieces to help me keep those focuses and intentions that I set in January, and I feel like this is the best way to actually achieve the goals that I'm setting for myself. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the link and the coupon code for Built Bar down in the description box so that you can reach all of your health and wellness goals for 2021, and I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye guys.
Touch a stream of